Okay, let's take it out.
Hey, welcome back to our farm. Happy Friday. Since it's Super Bowl weekend, we decided to have a little competition ourselves.
Oh yeah.
We love competition. Today, we are going to make some chaffle pizza snacks for Super Bowl. We're going to use our chaffle mix as a base for our pizza crust.
Yes,
We're both going to start with exactly the same base,
that's right.
and we're going to use the same ingredients.
Yeah.
The test here is,
Which base makes the best pizza crust?
I think that the crispiness of the waffle iron is going to be my favorite.
Absolutely not. It's definitely going to be the smoothness of the muffin top pan.
Okay, so he's going to be team red, I'm going to be team blue, and we do have a referee.
That's right. Special guest.
Michaela is going to come when we're all done and do a taste test and see which one she prefers. And then we'll deem that one the winner. Now for the tools and the ingredients. Muffin top pan, our Dash waffle iron, square waffles, 5 homegrown chicken eggs, some homemade homegrown mozzarella cheese, fresh Italian pork bratwurst grown by Air to Ground Farms, almond flour from Costco, some homemade pizza sauce, Italian seasoning, minced garlic, and some salt. With this Italian brat right here, what we're planning on doing is slicing it and throwing it in the air fryer.
We have the air fryer heating up now. That's what you hear in the background. I'm going to take these brats and just slice them into thin slices.
So we're sporting our t-shirts from the fighter squadrons. Which one was your favorite?
They were all my favorites.
That's not true. Which one was your first favorite?
We were in the 492nd Fighter Squadron at RAF Lakenheath first, and then we actually ended up going there a second time.
Yes. So which one was your
First favorite was definitely the 492nd Mad Hatters,
Yeah.
or the Bowlers.
Okay. We had a comment on one of our videos, and it had to do with Hannah's glucose.
Yeah, the comment said, we don't want our fighter pilots to be confused.
Right. This had to do with her glucose and her diet and how much energy and what was going on in her brain and all of this, and made us laugh about fighter pilots being confused, because Hannah replied to us about that comment and said she just has no idea how often they can be confused. Do you have any stories of when you were confused up in the air, like where'd who go?
Probably the most significant, most potentially negative was when I was flying in combat in Iraq, and we had a situation where there were troops in contact with enemy troops, and we got called in to go fast over to where they were. And so we went really fast over to where they were, and they were on the edge of the country. It was the first night flying as a flight lead in the country, and we have a moving map inside the jet, and we were going very fast, almost supersonic, just under the speed of sound. And as we approached the border, I didn't know it was the border. As we were getting close to where the troops were, I scrolled in on our moving map to give me a better idea of where we were, and I saw that I was very quickly approaching the border with Syria.
Oh.
So we had to basically do a brake turn almost, and
What's a brake turn?
a really hard G turn, a high G turn at a fast airspeed to keep us in Iraq and not go into Syria.
I'm glad you did that.
Yeah,
I'm glad you got less confused
right?
about your whereabouts.
So far we have put in 5 eggs, a cup of almond flour, and then I have added some Italian seasoning, some salt, and minced garlic just to give it a nice savory flavor.
All right, let's get this whisked up here. We go ahead and add the eggs and the almond flour with our seasonings prior to putting any cheese in there, because you can't really mix this very good once the cheese is in.
We're using store-bought mott's for the base of our chaffle mix, and we'll use 3 cups. All right, there we go.
Okay, now we'll get this blended in a little bit, or a lot of it. We found that this base of mozzarella, eggs, and almond flour can really be savory. It can be sweet. You can put it in a waffle iron. You can put it in a flat pan. Make sweet stuff. You can make any kind of crust or sort of bread out of it. Okay, we're mixed up. Want to split this in half? One in there, one in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm going first. Woo, it's hot. It's ready. That way I know I got plenty. And no, that's not cheating. Now.
I see you had your waffle iron preheated.
I did have my waffle iron preheated.
Well, I'm preheating my pan now.
Oh, maybe that'll make it be
I
crispier on the
I
bottom.
saw you had my pan set out, not preheating while you were preheating your waffle iron.
I would not do something like that.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
use my red T-bolts pot holders.
What do you think that is? About 1/4 of a cup,
Yeah, probably.
filling it about halfway full?
Yep.
2/3 maybe, kind of like you do muffins.
Mm-hmm. All right, your waffle iron just went off. .400-degree oven.
Okay, here's my crust. Nice, thick, waffle style. Smells amazing, like Italian. We like just some sauce, some meat, and some cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and build mine while his is cooking in the oven over there. A little bit of homemade pizza sauce. A little bit. Y'all, I like mine saucy. The thing I think is gonna be fun about this is the little squares on the waffle, kind of like they do with syrup. It's gonna hold my sauce. I think that's gonna be my ticket.
Okay, our sliced brats turned into little meatballs.
Nice. I'm gonna put my meat underneath my cheese because I want my cheese to be nice and melty over the top of it, I think.
Don't use all of it.
You're not a boss on me? Okay. This can be for you.
Okay.
Homemade mozzarella. Beautiful.
All right, it's starting to get golden brown. As they cooled off, they stuck less. I had a little bit of trouble getting them out of the pan. I did not grease the pan, so I would recommend maybe put some kind of grease down in it or let it cool a little bit more than I did. The cooler they got, it seemed that they were coming out easier. We haven't really mentioned it, but these pizzas that we're making out of the chaffle mix is a keto style pizza. We do know that there are carbs in the tomatoes, and we use tomatoes sparingly, but at times that will be our carbs, will be those tomatoes. Now you can put on whatever toppings you want. We discussed even using some pepperoni, but we decided that we would prefer to have our Italian brats as our topping. Hang on just a second. Mine needs a little topping. Just a little Italian seasoning.
Mine too, then. We're both eating this food. In it goes. We've got the oven at 400. We're just gonna melt the cheese.
Okay, let's take it out.
I have to say, those look beautiful. We have our taste tester here. This is Michaela. She is going to taste them and kind of tell us what she thinks about our different pizzas. Are you good? All right, off you go.
All right, which one? Drum roll. Art, are you going to tell me about it first? Because that one was mine, or are you going to taste the next one?
I think I'm going to taste the next one.
Okay.
And then I'll compare them
Okay.
on which one I like
Okay.
better.
Okay.
I was gonna say, did you get a meatball with his? You better get a meatball with mine too. You can see she's making a decision. So. Okay, you can't say anything.
Okay.
Why don't you go away and go decide and go put on a red-ish shirt or a blue-ish shirt and come back and join us,
Okay.
and then we'll see which team won. Yeah.
Which one's red, which one's blue?
Red
This
is
one's
round.
Red?
Red round.
Okay.
And
The winner is
the winner is
the red
round.
round.
The round ones won. Okay, tell us why the round one won.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like the round one was more balanced than the red one.
Ah,
Oh, more balanced.
more balanced.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, explain that just a little bit.
I don't know. It might have just been the bite that I got, but it was, I don't know. Everything combined more well together.
I see.
Okay, and on the square one, it wasn't combined there. Was it too much dough? Was it too much crust? Was
I
it
think it
something?
was too much crust.
Okay.
It kind of blocked out the rest of the flavors.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there you go. That's our opinion.
Our turn to taste now.
Okay.
Which one are you going to taste first?
Yours.
Okay, I'll taste mine first too.
Yep. Okay, it definitely speaks pizza to me, for sure. Enough Italian seasonings, enough Italian flavorings. The sausage really adds, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It could be crispier for me.
Yeah, same. I agree.
It does do the job, but it could be crispier.
Okay.
That one does the same thing. Definitely speaks pizza. If you're a pan pizza person or a Chicago deep dish style pizza person and you enjoy that, I think that's the one.
The square one, the waffle
The
style.
waffle style.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's a little squishier maybe, like the crust may have risen up a little bit more.
It seemed to have, yeah. All in all, I think this was a success. It is a finger food. It is definitely pizza in everything, in every way.
and both really good.
And they're both really good. So whatever your preference is as far as the thickness and the crispiness, go with whatever works for you guys.
Yeah, I think if I were to do it again with the round crusts, I might put a little bit less of the mix in and make sure that I greased the pan first.
Yeah. But just because you're eating a low carb diet or have a low carb lifestyle or you're keto doesn't mean that you can't enjoy fun food.
That's right.
On a Friday. So let's go eat some pizza. And until next time, bye y'all.
Bye, y'all.